arrived in Ollantaytambo on the bus. About a 2-hour drive. Absolutely magnificent, amazing, surrounded by mountains. We're following our letter down to get our train. And that'll take us through the sacred valley into Machu Picchu. Incredible.
Transfer to the station. We appreciate your presence. Welcome aboard.
Looking for our carriage. How's it going, guys? It's been a long time. Welcome to South America.
Yeah, should be an exciting time. It's been stunning just the journey to get to the train, so I'm excited for what's in store.
Surrounded by mountains. We've basically flown from Lima to Cusco. Spent a couple of days in Cusco acclimatizing. 3,400 meters around about. Takes a couple of days, a little bit headachy. Some people get more extreme conditions than others.
Very fatigued.
Yeah, just that general fatigue, but third day today for us, and feeling really good actually.
Better.
Machu Picchu is actually lower than where we've been in Cusco. Cusco food's been amazing. Accommodation's good. We've actually really enjoyed it. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll move along. Wow, look at that. Such an amazing place. It is just in the middle. What was it, about 2 hours up
2 hours.
through the Sacred Valley, Lani?
An hour 40, I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great train ride.
2 hours on the bus from Cusco into Ollantaytambo or whatever it's called. Yeah, I can't say it.
Ollantaytambo?
Yeah, Tambo, that's it. Yeah, that was, an hour of that was in the dark because it was an early 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock bus trip. The last hour of it was just breathtaking,
Wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It went deeper and deeper. The mountains got bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Smack bang in the middle of this mountain range. At the end of its valley.
Yeah, and then you sort of come into the first town and you wind down from these massive mountains that you've been winding around, and this town, which is a really big town, it actually is completely dwarfed by the mountains around it. It just blows your mind.
Snow capped. And an amazing day. Wow. So unreal, it just takes your breath away. Machu Picchu, come on down. We're just waiting in the line for the buses up to the archaeological site, Machu Picchu. The line's fairly long, but there's a lot of buses, so normally the wait isn't too bad. That'll go right up to that other bridge up there, the line, where we were, and then it's split up into time slots here. This is at 10 o'clock, so we'll be up at the site at 10 o'clock, so normally good to line up an hour before. Then you're kind of covered. Not sure about peak season though. I reckon the line, definitely would probably grow 2 to 3 times that, because I have heard people waiting 2 to 3 hours in this line to get up there. Anyway, it looks good. Weather looks good. See how we go. Here we are up the top. Circuits 3, 4 over there. Circuits 1, 2 up top. Wow, and the drive up here is so scary. Walking back down, so that'll be good. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Wow. It is just unreal. Breathtaking. Like I've never seen. We're here. Heading up the trail on circuit 2. It's all steps. A incline at the moment, climbing. It's a good buzz, good vibe going on here. Lots of people, various levels, from kids to older adults, full-on experienced climbers and hikers with all the gear, to people just wearing what they would in town generally, but I think that's a little bit unprepared, so they're probably doing it a little bit harder than everybody else. Anyway, we're getting top of one area here. Not hard to see why. It's one of the wonders of the world, number 7. The llamas down there. Adult llamas. So we've learnt since we've been up here adult llama clothing is a lot fluffier than baby llama clothing. Baby llama clothing is very, very fine, but very pure, I guess. Well, they're both pure, but just the feel of it's completely different. It actually feels thinner, but the weight of it is different. It's actually heavier, I think. But the way it works, hot and cold weather, or hot and cooler weather, it's fantastic. Amazing clothes. It's the place to come. Oh, there's a baby one down there, Lan. See? Down there with the mother.
Oh, yeah.
And you see his legs through the bottom there.
Yeah.
That is the Hayaka. I'm unsure of the pronunciation. I'll find out. But that's the high point, obviously. So that's another ticket again to go up to that area. Absolutely amazing. First impressions?
First impressions. Well, after I got over my unusual and uncharacteristic fear of heights after the bus trip, I can actually now breathe and take it in and start to appreciate it.
Mm.
So it's spectacular. Just the location is completely and utterly breathtaking. And me, quite literally.
Literally. And the bus trip. And Mercedes-Benz buses. I suppose it'll be about 35, 40 seaters. But no rails, it's full on. So you're in the hands of your bus driver, like any buses, I suppose. But it's extreme, and it's an extreme drop. And if you went off, that would be it. I mean, we're in the mountains, right? That's what it's about.
We were literally clinging to the side of one, and I didn't really realise it until we broke and from the shrubbery along the side, and then there was absolutely nothing. And I was just like, I think I said something out loud.
And the buses are passing, going up and down, so have this radio to intercom kind of system going on, which is really effective, by the way. They are very, very good, very professional. We're actually going to hike up from Machu Picchu town, from Aguas Calientes.
No, I don't.
It's quite a challenging hike, but we're hiking back down. There's also heaps of other hikes and expeditions you can do that are available to come through these areas that most people know of, I guess, but there are literally hundreds of them. 8-day treks, 14-day treks, 2-day treks, you name it. One in particular called the Inca Trail. I think you can do the short version over 2 days. I think 4 days is the main trail, and that will bring you up into here.
I think you're actually walking on tracks like that. You will be clinging to the side of the mountains on that particular hike.
So they are challenging-ish.
Obviously, I won't be doing it.
So I think one of the main things is that there's always that exposure, and particularly coming up and down the tracks hanging off the side of these mountains. You're exposed. So the expanse out in front of you or behind you is just incredible.
Very vulnerable.
So I think our whole trip after the Camino Trail for us, which we're going to put on probably the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Get that done. Yeah, it's going to be huge, epic.
40 plus days of footage and thoughts. So yeah, it's a bit of a job. I need to have a couple of weeks downtime, I think, to do it properly.
So from the border of France and Spain, the other side of the Pyrenees, we walk from there all the way to Santiago. Decompostella. Going through towns all the way with our gear. It was one of the best adventure of a lifetime actually. So we had a couple of day break, and then we jumped on a plane for Madrid and then arrived in Lima, Peru. So the steps we've taken to get here, it's a bit of a process.
It's a racket.
It's a racket, yeah.
It's a racket.
But we'll cover that in another video, the truth of Machu Picchu, and the travel here. But the most important thing is to get it all set up in advance. It really, really is. Tickets for everything, apart from buses up here. So basically we've jumped from Lima, the capital city, to Cuzco, which is an amazing city. We're going to cover that in a vlog as well. Coming up.
It's the old Inca capital. It's just a glorious place.
That's right. So that's kind of your jumping point from there. Then you go by bus basically to the train station or car, and then train it all the way to Machu Picchu town, which is Aguas Calientes. And from the town, you make your way up to Machu Picchu to the archaeological site. The town's amazing as well, isn't it?
It's a great.
It's
a great town.
It's so good. Yeah.
Colourful, compact.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely worth seeing.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Even if you didn't do the trek up into the mountain because you're a bit worried about it, it's still worthwhile coming up. That's for sure. But there's plenty of hikes everywhere, like I said before. But definitely worth the effort coming up here. You know, like I said before, seventh wonder of the world. You can see why. You know, location as well is everything. It's awesome seeing the archaeological sites and the stone walls and how they did it all, and it's in such good condition. Precision, with their stone masonry kind of things. But at the end of the day, it's that exposure and that location spot. It's just you can't describe it.
Have to bring your insect repellent if you're coming up here.
Insect repellent, a must. So this is apparently the main door, one of three. So this is the temple of the three windows right here. Hiking deck down the Inca Trail from Machu Picchu, an archaeological dig, back down to Aguas Calientes. Great.